They don't fight over things there. So I'm not surprised that a party from the Western province recognizes that the national wealth needs to be shared equally. You look at him. I'm not surprised because I'm passing below there. This is line in the Western province here. They're very nice, peaceful people. All no line below greedy or I'm start below culture below. So to me, that was the most attractive thing out of all of the policies. A lot of the policies are, and you can go on the website and read them. They've done a great work. The brilliant thing is the party themselves sat down and came up with the party policies. When I agreed to join them, we brought in a couple of experts with PhDs to review the policies and fine-tune them. So one of the reasons why people are making Mosemen, because we wanted educated Papua New Guineans, when they come and read the policies, all by looking Mosem, M. Saveman write him. Mm-hmm. But the basis for it actually came from the party members themselves, the original party members. So all we've done is sort of enhance them, put him out. So a lot of the party policies might seem, what's the word, generic. Ogaraman got same kind of party policy. But the difference with, I think, the People's Reform Party is that there's that genuineness to actually do it. Like, for example, if we ran the country, the very first thing we would do is we would try to make it, this second national goal in the directive principle, we would try to make it universal across Papua New Guinea. Actually implement it. Totok nadilo mouse, write in tasolo paper, walk in. And for me, that fits with my own ideas of empowering provinces and moving towards a block grant model. Mm-hmm. To me, if you want to solve Papua New Guinea's problems, you've got to fix the economy and you've got to fix the financial problems. The way to do that is through a block grant model. Like, if you use a block grant model, you would stop borrowing money tomorrow. PNG would not have to borrow money anymore. Stop him over there. At the moment, we have a political patronage financial system where Prime Minister Sinda Natogoge give him money at 300 million kina rot, give him money at 247 million kina rot, give him money at 280 million kina, so I'm by kissing this la money, na buy him this la buildings, la mospi. Like, this is the way the country is being run. It's run at the whims of the Prime Minister. Prime Minister Basira na to give money at desla, give money at desla, give money at desla. It's not systematic. The country is run based on feelings of the man. And that's been my experience when, like the first government I was part of was the Marape government. And I sat in there. I took some proposals to that government that could have transformed this country. Prime Minister James Marape had me do a whole presentation late one night law. How much cabinet all ministers na, how much all governors na. Man, yes, fighty anna. We never did anything about it, you see. So I know that this government is not committed to anything long term. It's just committed to staying in power. And that's one of the reasons I left. I'm here because I want to do things. I want to achieve outcomes, you think, Emma. I don't want to come and waste my time. You meet to talk story, na grease, drink coffee, na one. We want to solve real problems, and I don't see them doing it. You see, but PRP, People's Reform Party, we want to reform everything. From every single agency, structure, namelo, national, subnational government. We want to reform them all, and we don't want to take 8 years to do it. We want to do it in the first 12 months. Put him over the reform you're going to and then Larry Memwoka. As I said yesterday, we want to lay down the train tracks. Put him track here. So that you put the train on top here, you saw saying Baron Leana go hap. Larry run number, other man run the 4-wheel drive, na walk like blow. No. It's got to be done like this. So that's why we call it a hard reset. Here's the thing I want to make clear to the people of Papua New Guinea. James Marape, he has no original idea of his own. Now he's using national reset. Where did he get those words from? He got it from me. Ilugima. I'm using this law, Tok take back PNG. He got that from Gary Jufa. Sadly, the man has no original ideas on how to solve the country's problems. I mean, does he even know what take back PNG means? Does he even know what hard reset means? I know. Hard reset means taking the really hard decisions that nobody else wants to take. I mentioned it yesterday. It's about taking the bitter medicine, you think, Emma. So this is why the People's Reform Party, you know, these guys understand, this team of great leaders, they understand the hard things that we need to do, and they want to take that road. I want to take that road. The question now is, you know, do the people of Papua New Guinea want to take that road? Or do we want to continue with lolly sugar and see where that takes us? Because lolly sugar over the last 15, 20 years hasn't taken us far.
True. You talk about the hard reset that's PRP mentioned yesterday as well. Now, when you talk about hard reset, and especially with reform being one of the key word here in your party, if you were to put some reforms in place, what would be, say for instance, the immediate reforms that the country currently needs right now from your perspective as the party leader?
Well, I've got something written down, so I might just go through and read it so that you know that no totok nothing. You know, these are things that we've thought about, things that that we've done. Like, yes. Okay. The first thing, and this is a long one, Emir, so if you don't mind, Bami reading sampler blow. To me, the very first thing we need to do, pillar number one, is governance and institutional reform. Like, this is the most critical pillar. The biggest hindrance to the growth of the country is in its governance. Governance is a problem. Look at you. You are a victim of governance. You look at him. So, this is the thing that needs to be fixed. So anti-corruption and total transparency. We mentioned that yesterday. That needs to be paramount. We need to empower those independent institutions here. And midlay talk here. Ombudsman Commission, Auditor General, sir, ICAC, you think him. So make sure they have the guaranteed funding and the operational independence. Look in police. Police got one plus special committee where committee but decide also you prosecute, you may investigate in the Slaman. No one investigate in the Slaman. That's not being independent. That's being subject to someone's control. You think we got to fix all of that. ICAC should be free to investigate anybody. Remember? Sam Coyne was in charge of Task Force Sweep. Why did they dismantle it? Because they did their job too well, so dismantle him. You look at him. We can't have that. Next one, transparent public finance. Me to talk law. So now, like with the People's Reform Party, we want to go online. Put him over the place kilian or man by looking operation blomipla. I want to do the same thing with government finance. You know, when I first started publishing the budget of ECP provincial government, hey, you got a man argue one day me or public service to no, you cannot publish that. I'm like, why not? Although private information, me to no. This is public money. We got to do the same thing at the national level. Put you got a Sunday place killer, you know IT lo one. And private money blue you na Mary blue you. No got there. Put in place killer. That's what we got to do, because when you put in place killer, all man by understand why usad man og sim this la contract and this la contract put you got a Sunday place killer. You've got to be above reproach, you think, Emma. Right now. Okay, man suspect all the government and corrupt and they're right because there's absolutely no transparency. Okay? So we need something like a provincial government budget, national government, contracts, expenditure, put in place clear. Laremo, Ogara Papua New Guinea looking. So we need something like an open PNG portal. That's what we mean by a hard reset. Put in place clear, no man looking, light alone. Man sa still ta soli ay light him nameless you look him, man. Number one, whistleblower protection. We got to make sure that Ogara man only got this, only come na blowing whistle here. All no na kissy heavy. Look at you. You know, you're being nailed for nothing. We need strong whistleblower protection. So we need to enforce robust legislation that protects citizens and officials who report corruption. Look at man. Next one comes back to block granting. We've got to decentralize service delivery through a block grant model. Again, this is about solving. You can look at most. 1, 2 years is all about the financial management. We've got to fix that. So we've got to fix that block granting model here. We need it. It's no longer about You mean need more? You mean not need more? No. We are already at the point where you absolutely, totally need it, because without it, the country will fail. It's failing now. Nothing is stopping us from failing. We are failing. We are on the road to total failure. Decentralization and service delivery through a block grant model will fix that. And I've written it down. So, remember, Mr. debate lo parliament and Mr. Totok, yeah? We got to, and with that block grant model, we got to clarify the roles, huh? You look at now also connect PNG. Which one is connect PNG? All go walking on Blahan Road, lo district, lo one member, also connect PNG. All go walking on Blahan Road, go house, lo one member, also connect PNG. Every single thing is connect PNG. Hang on a minute. What is connect PNG? Define it. Who is responsible for what? Define it. You look at me. And then we've got to have a formula-based intergovernment transfer system tied to performance and tied to audit outcomes. What do I mean by that? Say national government come na give him one money lo ECB. Come na audit him this money. Have I not said that in parliament many times? I have. Audit him this money. Suppose one man lo ECB and bagrab him this money or foul him this money. You cut him budget blomibla next time. You have to shift to performance-based budgeting. Now, we only have an expenditure-based budgeting. You spend the money, me give you money. You spend the money, me give you money. Nobody measures performance. Every other country on earth is measuring performance. Mibla nogat. Prime Minister comes sana, emia 10 million blue, I go na walking walk. Emia 5 million blue, I go na walking walk. No man sa check. This is what I mean by hard reset. These are the things that we need to build. So, national inspections of local entities. There is zero. Me governor 8 years now, yeah? No got one blood time, one blood national department, auditor general, who said he come down and work him audit lo ECP ko, audit him one pla district or one pla LLG lo ECP. Zero. Never been done. Now I'm no ECP that's all Ogara province. So how are you going to get performance? Okay. After that, and plan is up. Law and order, 1.3. This is like our absolute, you know, me got problem law and order law ECP. New Ireland he got problem. Manus he got problem. East New Britain, West New Britain. Don't even mention the highlands. Next level problem landa. Don't even mention Port Moresby. Next level problem. Hard reset. We need 20,000 police officers tomorrow. We've got to figure out how to pay for it and how to get those men, and we've got to get them in there. If you need one policeman sanablo, or a corner one a gun or two policeman sanablo, make sure that our citizens are safe. Then why are we not doing it? You think, so no can play na talk. You look him all put him inside the budget. All talk. Oh, me plug him 400 million kinalo police. Time me question him police minister. Em no kisim money. Paper lo budget all put him lo. Em kisim no God. You see what I mean? These are serious governance problems. I could go on and on. You know, pillar number 2 is about macroeconomic stabilization and fiscal discipline. So we've got to restore confidence in the management of the economy. That's my pillar number 2. So I've got all these pillars. No good me back go. Now I'm back taking hold one in my butt. You can see from just the first 2 things I've mentioned. These are the things that are critical that we've got to fix. And that's what I mean by a hard reset. You go inside your first budget you work in. You think, first budget. You cannot wait and dream and, talk about rich black Christian nation. How do you get to a rich black Christian nation? Spell out the steps. Mibla writing business stuff, yeah? Now me to talk lo sambla blongem, yeah? You think, So Babi Lucilla, let's not go too deep because I've got about 10 pages here that I've written up,
Now, in regards to those reforms itself, I think the smartest thing that I noticed, and I think it's a step in the right direction, particularly for people out there who might be interested about the core values of the People's Reform Party, is that now you perceive the digital aspect of things, and there is a digital platform where members of the public like yourselves, you can actually log on and see what's happening in that part. And I think transparency is one of the key things that you mentioned when you announced the platform. But for the benefit of our audience, if you could just explain what the purpose of the online platform is.
All right. What we try to do is say, put him on the stuff we want to do in the country, a microscopic view of that, people put him inside the party. All right. Things like, suppose, and we're still sorting it out, let me apologize to the public. I think something like 50,000 people tried to join yesterday.
Damn.
And the system crashed. People are not expecting this last, so I want to apologize. We've got people working on it now, trying to fix it up. The other thing is that we have cyber security on the system, so Plandiline apply this la cyber security by check him out. Bona fides blow past them before law. So it's slowing things down. So we've got about 15, 20,000 people, or maybe up to, I haven't checked lately. They are just waiting for the system to accept them in. So it's, if I can ask people to just slow down, I mean, look, we don't have to do it all at once. We've got the next 12 months for people to join. And then, of course, the payment options too. We still have to sort out how that works. So, all man like Sally Money, please, you will wait past them. Wait, now you mistreat him good. So, me like him some time, you put him 100 kina blue, you come inside, yeah, or 10 kina blue, you come inside. People account them good. So, you by looking at by belly serious and more, people no height, kissing money blue, I team now, walking something. People okay, place clear, you can look him. So, but then further on, like inside, one of the big issues is going to be like candidate selection. Ogra man now like I'm not run with them. People's Reform Party, yeah. All right. Me part of National Alliance, na me looking most, even me looking how Pangu Party working. The party leader and some of his group, senior line, all by Sidan, all by selecting candidate. You look him. So when we select the candidate, we go to the community and say, me a candidate will play. Sometimes community knows a one bell. So one of the reasons why when our members join us, people ask him all, put in which district you come along. There's a reason for that. When it comes to candidate selection, say 5 people write, you blow Yalibu Pangia. Imbongo, you blow Imbongo. Okay. Say 5 Laman, candidate lo Imbongo, Salim Kamna. Okay, Governor Bed, I'm like this, I'm God's gift to the planet, blah, blah, blah. Selecting me, no, me Baron, lo PRP. Well, I don't want to make the decision. I'm not going to vote in Yalibu Pangia, I mean in Imbongo. I'm not going to vote up there. Online and up vote. So me like him, get a member of Mibla lo Imbongo, yeah. Mibla ba gonna put him online, na talk him a 5 candidate, yeah. You gonna mark him 1, 2, and 3. So we have already developed an online voting application. It's on the system. So over a line, say we have 1,000 members from Imbongo. There's like 1,000 members of Mibla lo Imbongo, yeah, all by Gona. They will do a pre-selection of the 5 candidates. The one that comes out number 1, that's the candidate we will pick. So the candidate will actually be picked by our members. That's one of the big point of difference between us and all the other political parties. So we've developed that online already. Understand? And then, so the other thing is like things like policy formulation. If we want to develop a new policy, we will write the framework for it. We'll put it online. And then we'll let all our members around the country have a look at the policy. They want to comment, they want to improve it, they want to take something away or whatever. Let him all stratim penis, give him back Lomipla. We will then take the policy and we will get it passed through the process, approved, and we operationalize it. So that's another thing we have. So plenty blow something where also working low height here, mi blaba put in place clear. Even also running balance law. People's Reform Party, private party blow James Donald, even though I'm Papa started, private something blow me. It's an organization that we're building for the people of Papua New Guinea. So when you join, you have a say in how it operates. Everything, money, maybe collect how much money. Me like how you gonna click